What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and we're at it again with another video. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Pixel 5 battery performance. Now, watching this video, pay attention too, because this video is shot using the Pixel 5 and we're using an external mic for the audio. This is the HyperX Quadcast. So you can kind of get an idea of how the Pixel 5 is going to work with the external mic, and it's impressive to say the least. Now, Google branded the Pixel 5 as the ultimate 5G Google phone, and that seems to be the business these days. Everyone's doing it. It's the phrase to have. However, the question is, did Google miss the opportunity to call this the ultimate something else Google phone? The Pixel 5 does a lot of stuff well, but it does battery performance very well, which makes it capable of being called the ultimate battery sipping Google phone. Now, Google rated the Pixel 5 battery consumption at 48 hours per charge, which is very good. Now, if you pay attention to the marketing, that's using Extreme Battery Saver. However, on the Extreme Battery Saver test we performed, we got 3 days of use, or 72 to 78 hours on a single charge, and that is killer. But don't take my word for it. I'll be showing screenshots of my device's battery information and reviewing it with you. I also encourage current Pixel 5 users to comment below with their battery run times. This not only approves or disapproves my battery data, but also informs potential buyers of Pixel 5 expectations so that we can get more people on Team Pixel. For the test cycle shown in this video, I screenshot the Pixel 5's battery data at 100% and again at 15% battery. As always, I only feature products that I buy or would like to buy. This gives the channel more credibility and appeal because we feature items that interest me and change the way we live. Don't have time to watch the whole video? We're now a podcast you can find on multiple platforms by searching for Pixels Cracked. And if you are watching this on a podcast, you can find the YouTube channel by searching for Pixels Cracked as well. All things said, let's go ahead and get into it. Our first test starts with default settings with adaptive battery enabled. The Pixel 5 started at 100% at 6 a.m. and ended the next day at 18% at 12:19 p.m., giving us a total runtime of 18 hours. Now, it's important to note that Pixel 5 estimated we had an additional 5 hours of runtime, bringing our estimated total runtime up to 23 hours. This included a screen usage time of 6.5 hours. Next, we have battery results with Extreme Battery Saver. This is the perfect setting for productivity cases where functions require little battery or memory. This is where things get complicated because there's quite a bit going on here. Now, the battery started at 100% 7 a.m. on Wednesday and ended at 14% at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Now, battery information estimated we had a few extra hours of runtime left, bringing our estimated total runtime up to 78 hours. Now, screen usage was about 6 hours and 20 minutes. So let's talk about the process here. First, we had to turn on battery saver, which you can find in the quick settings by pulling down on the notification shade twice. Next, we have Extreme Battery Saver, and this is disabled by default. So we had to go into battery settings and change it to always use when battery saver is turned on. Now, the thing about Extreme Battery Saver is that it generally pauses all apps. However, this isn't a problem because you can select essential apps that'll work when Extreme Battery Saver is enabled, or you can perform a manual override by simply launching the app. I had to unpause several of my productivity apps throughout the day, which was simple to do. Once I finished use of those apps, they were automatically paused by Battery Saver again. Now, one thing to note, Extreme Battery Saver makes temporary visual changes to the user interface by changing items to grayscale and disabling live wallpaper functionality. It also seems to disable 5G functionality as well. Now, all functions are returned to normal once Extreme Battery Saver is disabled. In this test, we also had adaptive battery enabled still, which reduces performance and background activity. I also disabled Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but kept mobile data on since I needed this for productivity. Now, there is an important thing to mention when it comes to Bluetooth devices and Extreme Battery Saver, and that is Bluetooth devices may be unstable in this mode. When I did try to use my Pixel Buds and Extreme Battery Saver, functionality was extremely compromised to the point that they were basically unusable. As a result, working with all these settings allowed us to net 3 days of use on a single charge, which is simply amazing. Finally, we have battery results with extreme use. Now, battery started at 100% at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday and ended at 15% at 9:30 p.m. the same day. This gave us a runtime of 9 hours, while battery information estimated a runtime of 11.5 hours. Screen usage ended with about 5 hours. I also tried to use more power-intensive apps and functions. I also played Stadia at 1080p on a mobile data connection with the Stadia controller connected. Although the runtime for this test cycle was far shorter than the other test cycles, it was still extremely impressive because of everything we did on the device. So final thoughts. The Pixel 5 battery performance is impressive, especially in extreme battery saver. 3 days of use is definitely beneficial if you're on the go. Pixel 5 also managed to do very well in extreme case use with an estimated runtime of 11.5 hours. Now comparing Pixel 5 battery performance to Pixel 4 XL is a night and day difference. If you're looking for a battery upgrade, Pixel 5 is definitely worth the jump. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please leave a like. If you're watching this on YouTube and have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now there are 3 ways you can support the content. The first way is to click on the Amazon storefront link found in the description below. There you'll find items that I have bought or would like to buy, and anything you do buy from the storefront does support the content. The next way you can support us is just by sharing this content with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. And the last way you can support us is just by clicking the subscribe or follow button. Now liking and subscribing are important. Those are your ways to vote on whether you like the video or the podcast. Liking and subscribing are also important for new viewers and listeners. If new viewers and listeners see likes and subscribers, they're going to think that the content is helpful, worth watching, and listening to. So that is pretty much it. And until next time, Leon checking out.
Yeah.